Alright guys, what's up? It's Anime Sauce, and we got another one. This is probably going to be my last one for today, just because I got lots of stuff going on. But, as we've been talking about these past few things, the winter and early year animes are ending now, and they're going to start the new spring seasons and series and stuff like that. So, I just talked about Erased. Get that one out. That's swept under the rug. Now, on to this one. This one I'm either going to get a lot of hate for, or some people will agree, some people won't, but I know a lot of people who like it, but I just do not like it. So, let's go ahead and dive in and talk about Durarara X2 Ketsu. Now, this is, if I'm not mistaken, the fourth season, the final season of the series. Man, where do I begin? Okay. Let's just get this premise out the way, if I can even attempt to do this thing, because it's so ridiculous. Now, okay, so we got the main character. Well, actually, I don't even know who the main character is because of how split storied it is, but I'll just throw it out there. You got the main character, this little scrub-looking, little stupid-looking kid who moves back to whatever town that is. I told you I'm terrible with names, so don't hate me for it. I'm not the guy who remembers everybody's name and all the towns and all the stuff like that. That's just not what I do. I watch it for the enjoyment, and then I put it aside. I'm continuously watching stuff. So he moves back to his town. Stuff happens, and he finds out about all these gangs, and just, God, how do I even explain this? You know what? I'm gonna leave the explaining up to somebody else. I'm sure somebody can explain this better than me, or I could even read the premise off of the thing. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that because I'm so damn lazy. Let me do this. Hold on. All right. Now that I have my handy dandy tablet, let's see what this thing says. Because I don't even know, man. Because this anime is so all over the place, and it's got different stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read the premise off of. If you were watching it on this app and you were like, "What is this?" Bam. I'm gonna read the first one, the Durarara original, and then I'm just gonna read Ketsu, because that's what I'm actually reviewing. But this will give you the main story starting, and then maybe it'll say something different for Ketsu. So let's dive right in. All right, here we go. Ryugamane Mikado is a boy who longs for the exciting life of the big city. At the invitation of his childhood friend Masaomi, he transfers to a school in the city. A champion fighter, an informant, and a mysterious gang called Dorazu. Nervous from Masaomi's stories, Mikado witnesses an urban legend on the first day in the city, the headless rider astride a black motorcycle. From then on, the existence of supernatural cases and a gang called the Yellow Scarves, will rise to the surface. The Ikebukuro will be pushed to the breaking point. Okay, now... Come on, man. If you read this shit, you're gonna be like, what is this? What am I looking at here? Okay, supernatural events. Alright, cool. But what the hell is this? This gangs and stuff? It's like, is it a gang show? Or is it a supernatural show? Or is it a supernatural gang show? I mean, let's get this thing straight. So that's the original story. And I don't know about you, but when I read this shit, I was like, this sounds like shit. Alright? But the only reason I started it is because I know people who watched it and they liked it. I'm like, alright. You know what? I never even watched it until way later. I'm talking about, let's see, you got Durarara, I think it's Durarara X2 Show, Durarara X2 Durarara X2 Ketsu. Now, Ketsu's the last one. That's what I'm reviewing today, but I'm not going to read the other ones, but I will read Ketsu for you because it's, oh, never mind. It just says third and final course, which is not the third. It's actually the fourth if you count the first season. And then, whatever. Final course of the second Durarara seasons. That makes no sense. Okay, so, yeah, let's get this out of here. Now, that explanation was so stupid, if you ask me. But whatever. Alright, so that's the premise. Did you understand that? Did you? If you did, congratulations, because you're better than me. Because I did not understand what the hell I was reading, what this story was about. So, supernatural events, gangs, whatever, cool. Now, there are things I like about it, but mainly as a whole, I would never recommend this anime because it's boring, and like, I think it's trying to tell a story, but there's no real story to tell. like from what I noticed, the artwork's great. I like the artwork. It's really good. The characters are cool. The development is, I would say, for only certain characters, the development's like a little there. But for a majority of the characters, they're the same throughout the whole show. Just the same. And only like the main people, like the stupid dude, like that was in this explanation, his friend Matsuad, whatever, something, they change. But is it for the better? Yes and no. And no, mostly no. But the point is, I don't know what the hell the show's trying to tell me. There's no point to it. I mean, well, there is a point to it, kind of. It's like, it has to do with the gangs, and the supernatural stuff's just like sprinkled on top of the gang. Like, this whole show's about the gangs, and it's boring stuff. And it's got the supernatural stuff sprinkled in that ties to the gangs, and the gangs using the supernatural stuff, and them being part of the gangs, and it's just like, what? Okay, yeah, I think it's dumb. I think this anime is crap. So, would I ever recommend it? Absolutely not. The epitome of boo-boo is in this anime. The music sucks. The animation's good, but damn, just rewatchability, I will never watch this show again. I would never recommend it. I would never buy it. I don't know. I just wasn't digging it. And I know a lot of people who like this show. And when I, because, you know, they recommended it to me back in the day when the first season was alone, before they even decided to make these extra seasons. But when they made them, they announced that they were making those 3 separate final additions to it. And I'm like, okay. So what I'd like to do, obviously, like you all know, I'm a binge watcher. So I waited all the way to the end. I couldn't wait anymore. I waited all the way to the end of the second section of those last 3. And then I watched all the way up to that. And then Ketsu came out. And obviously I wanted to binge it. So I just left it alone. And I just got done with it last night. Yep, just got done with it and just hated it still. It sucked. I would never recommend this to you. If you like it, please share with me why you like it. Maybe I'm overlooking something. Maybe. But as a whole, I just think this is just boo-boo. I would never watch this show again. To each his own, I guess, right? So, is it a win? Nope, it's a fail, alright? I think it's an absolute fail. So, if you liked it, tell me why. Maybe there's something I'm overlooking. Maybe there's something I need to see. Maybe I missed something, but just, it's a big, hot, steaming pile of mess. It's just stuff thrown in, no linear story. And whatever the linear story is, I'm sure it's tied to the gangs, because that's the thing it's mostly showing. And so, yeah. Let me know what you think, if you agree or not, because hell, it's not like it's going to change my mind. But if I did overlook something and it could potentially add better quality to it, would I give it a shot? That depends. Would I give it a shot again? You better tell me something good, because I thought this anime sucked. I thought it sucked. And I was like, man, I went to all my friends and they were like, so, did you watch it? I was like, yeah. They were like, what'd you think? I was like, yeah, it sucked. They were like, what? I was like, yeah, man, this was shit. Don't you ever recommend me an anime again if it's something like this. You know what? I'm going to watch trailers before I watch anything you watch again, because you watch some garbage if you like this. So, but hey, that's just me. I'm just being an ass, but whatever, you know, to each his own. So let me know. Like I said, a-kon's coming up. Subscribe. If you have friends that are into anime, let them subscribe. They could have a chance at winning the giveaways as well, and also get the prizes from a-kon. And I might go to Matsuri-kon as well. I'm going to give that one a shot, but that's way later, so we don't got to worry about that right now. So that's that's just the review of Ketsu. And you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to put as a whole, because Ketsu, I can't really review it as an individual, because it is all tied together. So this isn't really, you know what, I'll change it. This isn't really a review for Ketsu. This is a review for Durarara as a whole. How about that? I'll change it. So the title, I'm gonna put it as Durarara all total review. I think the whole thing is boo-boo. No rewatchability. Would never attempt to buy this thing. If somebody gave it to me, would I keep it? No, I'd give it away as a gift. I did not like it. So let me know your thoughts, if you agree or not. Let me know what's happening. Tell me some things you might want to see in the giveaways on top that I can do. People have been sending me things, and I'm looking around to see what I can get and seeing what my friends from from Funimation can get, and I'll see what I can do. Obviously, most of this is not spent with my own money, just to verify this, but most of it's given to me by people. There are some things I spend money on, like if I get deals of triple items or double items, I'll buy two, and then, or sometimes I buy two and give one away to a friend, and then I'll give one to y'all unless it's just awesome and I keep it. But so let me know, and that's about it. And I'm Anime Sauce, and I'm out.